Hey, it's Charlie Cameron from the Military Home Team at eXp Realty. I'm here with my friend
Albert Suso. I'm the owner of Mortgage Apex.
And we're here to talk to you today about 10 things you should know about the VA loan for your military PCS to the Panhandle. So start off with number one.
Yeah, hey, the very first thing, zero down. You don't have to put a down payment. So most loans, you got to put 20%, 10%, 5%, but this is zero down.
Yeah, it's an awesome loan product. It's the best one out there in our opinion. As a military member and just in general compared to all the other loans out there for the public. The second thing to know is that even though it's zero down, it's not zero cash to close. So what I mean by that is you still have to bring closing costs to the table. I usually tell my clients to estimate about $3,000 for every $100,000 of price in this general area in the Florida Panhandle. Does that sound about right?
That does sound correct.
So we do still have to bring some money to the table. For example, if it's a $300,000 home, I would tell them to expect to bring about 9 to 10 grand to the closing table. Now, that's not to say we can't get closing costs paid for. In fact, I've had clients and even myself that have closed VA loan homes and gotten a check at the closing table. So it's totally possible, especially if it's more of a buyer's market.
Now, there are part of your closing costs called a funding fee, and that can be anywhere between 1% and 3% typically of your loan amount. But you don't have to pay for it out of pocket. It actually all gets rolled into the loan, another benefit of the VA loan.
And so the fourth thing you need to know is that the appraisal for the VA loan can come with required repairs. So closing the home can be subject to completing a few repairs. And we see that sometimes on loans. I would say in the past 3 years, it's probably been about a vast minority of the time we've had to have repairs to do before closing. But that's something to keep in mind. You definitely want your lender and agent team to be on top of that to get that appraisal done quickly and make sure we get those addressed.
And that's actually a good thing because the whole thing is the VA is looking out for you. They want to make sure you're not buying a house that's falling apart. So that's actually a benefit of the VA loan. Now, one of the other huge benefits of the VA loan is being able to do a VA IRRRL. So that is an interest rate reduction loan, refinance loan. And so basically it's the easiest possible loan to lower your interest rate. You don't have to provide nearly as many documents. The closing costs are minimal, no appraisal. And so that's huge. Even if you were to turn it into an investment property in the future, it still gets treated as if it's a primary. So that is a huge, huge benefit of the VA loan.
Definitely something to keep in mind if you're worried about interest rates and wanting to get a lower rate later. The VA loan is one of the best opportunities for that. Now, coming in at number 6 of things you need to know about the VA loan, you can use it more than once. So even though you've used a VA loan in the past, it is okay. We PCS, we move around a lot. Thankfully, Uncle Sam has thought of that and allows us to use the VA loan more than one time. In fact, you can use it over and over and over.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you can actually have more than one at a time. So you can live in your current home, you get orders, you go to a new one, you probably still have more entitlement than you think. And all that means is you basically have a wallet of how much VA loan you can get. And so oftentimes you can get 1, 2, I've even seen where people get 3 VA loans. And if you start running low on that entitlement, there are ways for us to free those up through refinances, so we can talk about that too if you're interested.
Yeah, and so that's a lot of things military members will do. They'll purchase a home at one duty station, turn it into a rental, move to the next one, and you still have eligibility to use the VA loan again.
And another benefit of the VA loan is it's typically going to be a lower interest rate. Right now, we're seeing VA loan rates coming in about 0.5% lower than their respective conventional loans. So that means savings for you. That means more buying power.
Yeah. Awesome. Number 9, 60-day intend to occupy. So that just means that if you have orders or you're going to move on a specific date, lenders have guidelines that require them to ensure that you're actually going to move into that home within 60 days of your closing date. So because our timelines to close are at least 30 days, we usually won't start looking at homes for our clients until we're close to a 3 to 4 month window, closer to 3 months, to ensure we don't violate that rule.
But that means it's possible for you to have a home ready for you when you move, right?
That's right. And we prefer that for our military members because you never know when your household goods are going to show up. We've all been there. There's a lot of shenanigans. And so we try and make sure that the home is closed and ready for you with keys in hand when you show up.
Now with that, it does have to be a primary residence for you to use your VA loan. But that's only in the beginning. Once you live in it, and live in it for at least a year, you get orders, whatever it is down the road, there's no stipulations preventing you from turning that home into an income-producing rental property.
And here's a quick secret, after we've gone through those 10 things to know about the VA loan. Most people's wealth their net worth, the vast majority of it comes from home ownership. So the VA loan with 0 down is one of the best possible products you can use to increase your wealth as a military member by purchasing properties and turning them into rental properties.
Homeowners have way more wealth than their respective renters. And so if you want to build wealth, literally, you just need to get into the category of homeowner versus renter.
So again, thank you for watching. If you need anything at all, please feel free to reach out to the Military Home Team. Hit us up on our Facebook community, the Panhandle PCS community on Facebook. Albert's team at Mortgage Apex is here to help as well. So just reach out any way you want, and we'll take care of you.
Thank you.